Hi, hello everyone. This is Shiva from scalperpros. In today's video, we are talking about stock market and the role of the regulators into the stock market, because we needed to know how safe if our investment is going to be if we are going to be investing in stock market, and at the same time whether the regulators are going to be protecting us and how they are going to be doing it. Especially if you are a retailer, you need to be knowing in detail. We are going to be seeing that in today's video. Let's get into the video. Talking about stock market. Stock market is a place wherein you will be able to do some equity transaction. It's not like getting into the supermarket where you're buying something. Yes, stock market is a place you will be doing transaction which will be done electronically. At the same time, you needed to know how the people are going to be investing and how the people are who's going to be monitoring it and other things. In India, you have two exchanges. One is National Stock Exchange, another one is Bombay Stock Exchange, which is called as the NSE and the BSE. These two are being controlled by the SEBI, which is the major board which will have an authority to control all the financial transactions which is happening in India. And you may be heard about a Madras Stock Exchange, Bangalore Stock Exchange and other things. Those are all going to be closed pretty soon. Those are not having much of transaction. But at this current juncture, two major exchanges which is being dealt with all the financial transaction in terms of the equity markets is NSE and BSE. So talking about NSE and BSE, who are the participants who are going to be doing it? When I say participant, anybody who is going to be buying and selling a share in the company will be able to do it, and they will be called as a market participant. When we are talking about the market participants, it can be classified into different categories. First is the retailers. When I say retailers, it is between you and me. We are all the commoners who have been doing the share market trading business, and we are being called as the retailers. The next comes the high net worth individuals. When I say high net worth individual, these are the guys who will be coming in with large funds. They will have 100 crores, 200 crores, and they are called as high net worth individuals, wherein they know they can invest in a particular company or they can look at a short term or a long term. Then comes the domestic institutional investors. Who are these domestic institutional investors? It can be an LIC who collect the funds and then they invest in the market, make money, and then give the returns to the people. And apart from that, you have the mutual fund industry people. They will collect again from the general public, invest in different companies, and then give them a returns based on the NAVs that is getting created. And at last, you also have big players from the foreign institutional investors. These are the guys who expect and put money into India thinking that they will be able to get a better return compared to what they get it into their country. Say for example, in US, if you're investing it and if you're getting it into the bank deposit of 1%, where they know if I can invest the same money in India, I will be able to generate a revenue of a 10x or 20x, then they normally come and invest their money into Indian equities. So these are the different players. And what is SEBI's role into that? What the SEBI does is they wanted to have a fair play practice. They know for sure there are a lot of retailers who needed something wherein they expect someone to regulate and monitor. Imagine if you are going to be playing with a large capital fund. They will be able to manipulate the index. They may not be following the trade practices. The reason is once you see the money, automatically the greed factor comes into the picture, right? If you know that you will be able to make a large money, what the people tend to do? They immediately try to corrupt the system. And that's the exact reason the government announced the SEBI to be there, playing a mediator or an intermediary role, making sure that whatever the system that happens in India, especially in the equity segment or in any financial transaction, it has been monitored and governed. So you would have been hearing about a lot of cases inside the trading case or someone defaulting and other things and SEBI coming and having a tough role on them. So it's always important someone monitoring it and helping the retail community as well. Majorly, if you would have seen in the past, many of the finance chit fund companies and other things would have closed it because these guys are not regulated or they would not have been registered. SEBI is an entity which will look for all these information. They will be providing a right platform for all of them to be making a fair play in the market. And how do you wanted to take a trade or how you wanted to buy some equity shares? Will you be able to go directly and approach this NSE and BSE? No, you can't do that. You will have stockbroker. When I say stockbroker, there are plenty of stockbrokers who are going to be there in India. There are sub-brokers as well and main stockbrokers as well. Talking about that, you have Zerodha, you have an HDFC Securities, you have both bank guaranteed, bank supported securities, and also the private players. Private players usually they are backed and they are mostly called as the discount brokers. There are some full-fledged brokers, there are some discount brokers. Full-fledged brokers, you will see the brokerage seems to be higher and they will have a very high capacity in terms of managing large funds as well. But discount brokers, which has been a term which has been there since 2000, wherein you'll be getting plenty of retail traders opening their accounts, wanting to make into futures and derivative segment where they'll be able to get it at a lower brokerage cost. But since 2000, once the lower brokerage or low discount firms came into the picture, the trading arena has simplified and it has become bigger and bigger. Prior to 2000, you wouldn't have seen a lot of people getting into the market doing live trading or real-time intraday trading and so on. But this discount brokerage firm helped us to scale up new avenues in terms of looking at a possibility of making trading a full-time career into stock market. So that's a reason market regulator plays a major role in identifying whether these guys will be sustaining in the long run. SEBI periodically reviews them and SEBI also tells them what are the do's and don'ts each of these guys needed to do with. So we cannot be just blindly following what the brokers are saying. If the SEBI announces, guys, you cannot be giving more margins for sellers or you cannot be giving more money to the buyers in terms of buying extra premiums and so on, you will not be able to do it. It all depends upon how and what the SEBI informs and governs it. So at this current juncture in India, who is going to be monitoring the entire stock market activity? It is the SEBI under the guidance of the government of India. So stock market is a place where you can safely invest, provided you go and approach, and in case of any disputes, you can always go to SEBI's website. You have a redressal forum. You will be able to file a complaint and get a resolution for that as well. I hope this video would have helped you guys in terms of how you needed to know about the stock market and who's the regulator and what are the intermediaries and what's their role in this market itself. I hope you guys would have liked the video. Look forward to seeing you in another video. Do subscribe, like and share the video. See you all in another one. Bye. Hi team. The most interesting update from Shiva here. We are conducting our first offline program in Bangalore in the month of April for all of you to join us for a 3-day live webinar session. What are you going to be having? 2 days of live session and 1 day of live trading session as well. What more? You are going to be getting to see the most important thing, how we make intraday 1% gains and how you can make that consistently. And most importantly, you get together with most important thing is some of the traders who have made money in the last 1 year, how they have traveled along with me, and you get to interact with them as well in this session. Are you ready? See you all in Bangalore. We will have the hotel covered and most importantly, the lunch and the high tea will be provided by us. For the outstation candidates, if you are coming in, do let us know. We will try to get you the accommodation also arranged for you, but at an additional cost. So in terms of the fee and other details, soon we will be releasing our details on the YouTube and the Telegram channel. Do watch out. Look forward to seeing you all in Bangalore in the month of April. Let's get ready for the month-end expiry session, trading along with me. Are you ready? Let's get to see that.